My boyfriend smells when I'm going to get my period before I know I have a hormonal condition, so my periods are irregular. My boyfriend and I have been dating for a year and a half and have been living together for 7 months, and he never said anything about this until a little while after we started living together. One day he asked me out of the blue, "Are you uncomfortable?" I say no. Why? He says never mind, but I'm wondering why he thought I was. Did I seem irritable or something? And I keep pestering him for a reason, but he shuts me down and I eventually give up. I get my period 2 days later. I make some jokes about him being psychic and ask him how he knew, but he just goes, "I guess I'm psychic." A couple months later, we're packing for a weekend camping trip, and he says I should bring essential supplies. I say I don't think I need to. My last period was 2 weeks ago, and they almost always are more than a month apart. He's like, "No, really you should." I still remember the incident from a couple months ago, and so I ask him half jokingly as he's predicting my period again. He tells me, seemingly really embarrassed, that yes, he actually is. He says he has always been able to smell when a woman is about to have her period. He grew up with 3 older sisters and said he first noticed it in childhood. This makes me self-conscious, and I ask him what the smell is, but he says it's really subtle, almost not a smell. I do know he had a good sense of smell because he's always been really particular about things I myself can't smell at all, but this was on another level. He said it's hard to describe the smell, and he once mentioned it to his dad as a kid, and his dad had no idea what he was talking about. He also apparently once asked about it on Yahoo Answers, LOL, and no one else related to it. I'm the first person he's ever dated for more than a few months, and so he says I'm the first girlfriend he's brought this up to. And yes, I did end up getting my period on the trip. Now he always gives me a heads up when he smells it. I'm so torn about it. On one hand, it's useful to have a few days notice so I can be prepared. My periods are really painful and sometimes really heavy, and on the other hand, it freaks me out a little, probably irrationally. He asked me not to tell any of our friends because he doesn't want to make anyone self-conscious, which is fair, but I need to tell someone about this. It's so odd.